Ever since we moved into this apartment, I've always had aspirations to utilize the back patio. Not every apartment has a patio, so I consider ourselves very lucky to have the extended space. A few months ago, we managed to make a trip out to visit a tiny home on open farmland, which was such a wonderful way to see how a small space could be made so much larger by opening up to the outdoors. And since we've been working from home, a little spark of inspiration was lit up again to see what I can do to spruce up the patio. So let's start with the before. Honestly, it's a little dreadful out here. Cobwebs, unswept leaves, and Peter's packages lie throughout the patio at the moment. I managed to install a simple clothesline using the hardware that is traditionally used for a hammock, which we use often. But Peter has also bought the secondhand bike locker, which has been an eyesore for the past year. It takes up quite a bit of space, and ever since he brought it in, I knew I had to do something to clean it up a bit. Though our patio is quite simple and functional, it's been neglected, and I've been dreaming up a plan to do a few things. First, build a slatted wooden cover for the bike locker, integrating small modular planter boxes on top for small vegetables and herbs, having a small dining area and chairs for working outdoors, and some additional storage to help tidy up the area. I've been pinning ideas on Pinterest, taking measurements, and drawing sketches to make my vision come to life. I do hope this space can transform into a simple yet lovely area for small-scale gardening, eating, and hanging out. This video has been made possible with IKEA, and I'm happy to be showing some sustainable finds from my local store that I'll be including in this makeover. When it comes to furnishing my home and space, I do my best to source sustainable materials that are plastic-free when possible, and I'm glad that IKEA is offering more sustainable, circular options for their consumers. So to start, I managed to get the Askelman table and set of 2 chairs, which is a perfect little dining set for our small space. I got the table secondhand as well, as I love to buy used when I can. The second item that I'm assembling is the Hillish shelf. It's the perfect size for a small corner in our patio, and I plan to leverage it for storage, such as putting away the clothesline when not in use, as well as additional gardening tools once I get them. I've also stocked up on quite a few of the nag leak boxes, which I plan on using for my modular garden on top of the bike locker. These small boxes will make moving the garden much easier if and when we decide to move out of this apartment, and a small-scale container garden is also much more approachable in a small space. So the biggest project for this entire patio is the bike locker, and I knew that I wanted to have some sort of clean wooden cover that would make the space look more aesthetically pleasing. I've been inspired by Japanese gardens and slatted wood architectural details, so I did my best to sketch out a design based on what wood was available at my local hardware store. I'm very happy with how this bike locker cover turned out, and am excited to turn it into something functional as well besides the storage space, adding the garden on top. For now, I'm going to go ahead and place the wooden IKEA crates on top to make sure everything fits. I'm still planning out what I like to grow, and also am trying to figure out how I want to protect the bike locker from the water in this modular garden. I know I'll coat these crates with a eco-friendly oil finish, but also want to keep this as plastic-free as possible. So I was thinking of lining each box with repurpose cardboard, or potentially getting a large piece of sheet metal to cover the top of the bike locker. But as I'm still figuring this out, if you have any ideas as to how I can get this little garden going without destroying the bike locker in the process, let me know in the comments if anything comes to mind. And now it's time to stage the rest of the furniture. First, the metal shelf, which fits like a glove in the corner of the patio. I'm placing the rope that we use for our clothesline, some clothespins on top of a ceramic plate I made, and we'll eventually fill it up with more gardening tools and gloves. It's nice to have a small functional area to store these items away. And of course, the piece I'm very excited to use, our table and chairs. It's the perfect size for this patio and can also be folded away when not in use. So that's the end of this minimalist patio makeover journey. It was definitely one filled with a lot of measuring, sweat, and manual labor on the hot summer days, but I'm so grateful with how everything turned out. We celebrated with a delicious meal of seasonal veggies from our local farm, paired with our favorite IKEA plant balls and lingonberry sauce and a beer to share. What a delicious way to commemorate this newly made up space. I can't wait to utilize the space for all it's worth, as well as starting up the small scale garden. If you'd like to keep up with my journey, do be sure to follow me on Instagram, as I'll be posting updates on there with how I decide to start planting. With that, I hope you all enjoyed this video and are inspired to make the most of your space. Every space has a lot of potential, and it can truly make you feel more at home when you take some time and energy to take care of it. So with that, hope you all are taking care and staying safe, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and let me know if you have any comments, suggestions, or questions below as well.